All right, how's everybody doing? Got video number 2 for the week. I did a little sale video there the other day, Friday I think it was. But today we're going to look at these green knives I got here. I wanted to have these for St. Patrick's Day, but you know, the old U.S. Postal Service held up the trapper. These are the olive green bone Russel jig knives. But you know, the U.S. Postal Service thought this needed to go sit in Florida for a week. Good times with them. But let's go over what we carried today to the gym this morning. First off, we got the Timex Expedition Scout Watch. Here's a new one I picked up. Got this off my buddy. My buddy Lee's got his storefront open, and he had this one here for sale. This is a little 32, a 1977 model. Didn't have any edge on it. Someone had tried to clean it with something pretty coarse and knock the edge off all the blades, but she's got half stops. Listen to that. I mean, listen. The walk and talk on these old blades, man. I can't even get that one open. Got the pin blade. We cleaned her up a little bit. We hit the outside with some mother's wheel polish, and I put an edge on all 3 of the blades. Let's see if she'll cut anything. I did cut something this morning with it, so, oh yeah. Look at that. Look at that, would you? Would you look at it? So we're carrying that, and of course we got to have it in a J.O. Ventures Outdoors slip he made me. He made that in a while back because it doesn't have his maker mark on it. The newer ones do. And then I was like, I want to try these sheaths out. I got a couple of these sheaths in a trade I did. These are the USA ones, the supple leather ones. So I got the old 112, the old Finger Groove 112 out, and I'm carrying it today as well. Putting it on the old belt, the Core Essentials gun belt. But guys, let's talk about the sale we did Friday before we get into those. It was pretty successful. The only one I got left is the old peanut butter and jelly. If anyone wants it, holler at your boy. We'll knock her down to $110 shipped if someone wants it bad enough. I hate this thing, but if you want it, I'll give it to you for $110. And guys, no more postal money orders. I got smoked again. Hold the knife for a postal money order. You know, said I'll send you the information first thing in the morning, and the next day come around, didn't get anything until that evening. You know, and of course they didn't get it. So no more postal money orders. Cash App, Apple Pay is the only way I'm going to do it from here on out, unfortunately. But that's just how it is. It's how the ball bounces sometimes. But let's go ahead and get into these knives right here. I've already did videos on these 2 right here. Now these knives I love these knives. They're just great blades. I love the jigging on them. But what I really like, no shield. They got the tested XX down in the lower bolster. Here's the back pocket. I believe all these are 2020 knives. The boxes all say 2020 on them. But here's the back pocket, man. This back pocket's a pretty big blade. Let's look at the box here, and I'll throw it out of the way. There's the box, 2020. I'll toss it into the floor. Well, if you look at this thing, man, what is she? She's 4.5 inches long, just as the blade, and altogether it's, man, from the 4 to the 12.25, so she's 8.25 inches long open with a Dawburn 3.5 inch blade with a 3.25 inch cutting length. I've carried this around a couple of times, but I got this one here in a trade with Doom Crew Outdoors. I think Richter had this originally, and he bought it for his wife, I believe, and she didn't really care for it, and I think Wes made him a trade, and then I had something Wes wanted. It's hard to tell what we traded for this thing, but I've got it now. I really like it. I like the size of it, but it's still kind of thin, so it's not like massive. It's not like buck 110 massive, but here it is compared to a 112. See the difference? pretty big difference. So there's that one. And the next one is the tribal lock, and I've done a video on this one before. Let's look at the box, get it out of the way. 2020. All these are stainless steel. I don't care that these are stainless steel, but because these are pieces I really like. If you look, Tribal's what, 4 1/8 or whatever, but look at the finish on this thing. Look at the centering. Look at that. I got this one here off of the eBay. I was really hunting for this to match the back pocket, and man, let's see if we can get a good view of her. Look at that. And I wanted these in time to do that green knife open tag, but you know, like I said, the Postal Service had better ideas, I guess. They said Big J don't need to be doing no open tag. And all these still got the factory burr on them. Like I said, I've probably carried this one here, I don't think does, but these two right here are like brand new. But I think Wes probably carried this a little bit, and I carried it a little bit, but this one here, you can feel it. Again, it's a 2020, there's a Tang stamp. But man, I like it. Like it a lot. Now, the one we was waiting on to do the video, the Trapper. Now, this one right here, it was the morning, I was in West Virginia. And you guys know I made that trip down through there and was hitting some knife stores and layman's over there in Ohio that had about everything. I did a video on that. But the morning of my birthday, I'm in West Virginia. I got done with the gym. I go back to my mother's place. She's cooking breakfast, I think. And old Kent Smith put something on Facebook, I think it was. Because I don't have very good service. And I'm sitting by the window trying to scroll through my feed. And he had 3 trappers for sale. And this right here was one of them. And I'm like, I already got these 2 I know at the house. So I immediately sent him a DM on Instagram saying, and he had pictures, like multiple pictures of all of them except this one here on the Facebook post. And I was like, hey man, I'm really interested in the green one. Can you send me some pics? And he was on it right away and sent me pics right away. And man, I was like, I'm taking that one. But then, you know, he shipped it out immediately, same day or the next morning. And the post office sent it from his place, and I think he's in Alabama, to Florida, and it sat in Florida for a week. But this is just a great, well-finished knife. I've not oiled it yet or anything, but she's a fingerprint magnet too. Yeah, look at this one. The blade centering is pretty dang good. You know, the clip rides a little bit to the show side, but I mean, you're shoving it away from that to open it anyway, so that don't bother me at all. Not at one bit, man. And he told me his asking price on this, and I just immediately said, I'll take it. There was no barter. There was no, I'll trade you this or that. It was, I got his Cash App. I said, do you want a Cash App? And he goes, that'll work. And I just sent him money immediately. But I just love that stamped bolster. Man, she just glistens. And what I may do is just put a little bit of mineral oil on this too to even make it shine some more. And if we look at this one here, it's a little darker green than the other 2. But man, it just gives it more character. Look at the character in these knives. It's immaculate, I think. Really excited to get these. Just love them. And I'm not really a stainless steel knife guy, but when it's special like this, I'll come out of pocket for stuff like this right here. I think altogether I probably got $125 in this knife here. It was no deal. It was on eBay, and I sent the guy a message saying, hey, I think he wanted $135, and I'm like, hey, you know, I'll give you this or that. And he come back and the $125 is the lowest, I think, and I think that's what I paid. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure, but it wasn't cheap, I'll tell you that. And this one right here, you know, I was more than happy to pay what he was asking for it. I'm not going to tell you what it was, but if you've seen the post, you know, higher than most trappers, but you know, Kent's a great guy. He's got great blades, and if you ask him for a pic, he's going to send you some good pics of it. And after he sent me the pics, I sent him the money. But yeah, guys, again, this thing right here, man, just a killer. Half stops. I didn't know the old 32s had half stops. But man, it's got a pin shield. If you look, you can see the pins in the shield there. So got pins in the shield, that dark bone. And Wes, Doom Crew Outdoors has a copper. Him and James Stork both have copper heads that are really, really like black dark like this. And yeah, I was very excited to get this thing. Very excited. And again, if anyone wants this god-awful thing, $110 shipped to you. You can have her, by God. Oh, well, that's going to be about a video. We're about 11 minutes in. It's 11:20. I'm going to have to get in here and figure out what I'm going to cook for supper and see if the boys coming over or whatnot and see what we're going to get into for the day. But hey, guys, like, subscribe. Let me tell you tell me what you think of these things.